With the news that the time tomb showed signs of opening, the anti-entropic fields around them were expanding rapidly, and the Shrike has begun ranging as far south as the Bridle Range.
The consul turned and dropped into the cushions. A hollow had formed of Maina Gladstone's ancient face. Her eyes looked as tired as her voice sounded.
A force-space task force was immediately dispatched from Parvati to evacuate the hegemony citizens on Hyperion before the time tombs open. Their time debt will be a little more than 3 Hyperion years.
Maina Gladstone paused. The consul thought he had never seen the Senate CEO look so grim.
We do not know if the evacuation fleet will arrive in time,
she said.
But the situation is even more complicated. An ouster migration cluster of at least 4,000 units has been detected approaching the Hyperion system. Our evacuation task force should arrive only a short while before the ousters.
The consul understood Gladstone's hesitation. An ouster migration cluster might consist of ships ranging in size from single-person ram scouts to can cities and comet forts holding tens of thousands of the interstellar barbarians.
The Force Joint Chiefs believe that this is the ousters' big push,
said Maina Gladstone. The ship's computer had positioned the hollow so that the woman's sad brown eyes seemed to be staring directly at the consul.
Whether they seek to control just Hyperion for the time tombs, or whether this is an all-out attack on the world web, remains to be seen. In the meantime, a full force-space battle fleet, complete with a Farcaster construction battalion, has spun up from the CAM system to join the evacuation task force, but this fleet may be recalled depending upon circumstances.
The consul nodded and absently raised the scotch to his lips. He frowned at the empty glass and dropped it onto the thick carpeting of the hollow pit. Even with no military training, he understood the difficult tactical decision Gladstone and the Joint Chiefs were faced with. Unless a military Farcaster were hurriedly constructed in the Hyperion system at staggering expense, there would be no way to resist the ouster invasion. Whatever secrets the time tombs might hold would go to the hegemony's enemy. If the fleet did construct a Farcaster in time, and the hegemony committed the total resources of force to defending the single, distant, colonial world of Hyperion, the world web ran the terrible risk of suffering an ouster attack elsewhere on the perimeter, or, in a worst-case scenario, having the barbarians actually seizing the Farcaster and penetrating the web itself. The consul tried to imagine the reality of armored ouster troops stepping through Farcaster portals into the undefended home cities on 100 worlds. The consul walked through the hollow of Maina Gladstone, retrieved his glass, and went to pour another scotch.
You have been chosen to join the pilgrimage to the Shrike,
said the image of the old CEO, whom the press loved to compare to Lincoln or Churchill or Alvarez Temp, or whatever other pre-Hegira legend was in historical vogue at the time.
The Templars are sending their tree ship, Yggdrasil,
said Gladstone.
And the evacuation task force commander has instructions to let it pass. With a 3-week time debt, you can rendezvous with the Yggdrasil before it goes quantum from the Parvati system. The 6 other pilgrims chosen by the Shrike Church will be aboard the tree ship. Our intelligence reports suggest that at least one of the 7 pilgrims is an agent of the ousters. We do not, at this time, have any way of knowing which one it is.
To keep listening to this audiobook, I've left you a link in the description so you can do it. at no cost thanks to Audible's 30-day free trial.